Most people struggle to bridge the gap between design drawings and reality. Dimensions might look right on paper, but the actual proportions tell a different story. A ceiling that looks high on paper can still feel cramped when the beams are installed. Choosing materials is even more difficult. The contractor shows you a small palm-sized sample of tiles, and you have to imagine it covering 40 square meters of floor space. What type of wood can withstand a humid climate? What type of stone is suitable for a high-altitude environment? What type of paint can withstand fire and humidity for years? These aren't questions a floor plan can answer. This is why we created this video. Using artificial intelligence, we've recreated the entire renovation process of a dilapidated Craftsman-style log cabin in the mountains, space by space, detail by detail, so you can see what those design decisions actually look like in 3 dimensions. This is a simulation, a reference model, not a finished structure. But every material, every proportion, every spatial relationship shown here is based on real architectural logic. Observe and question it to the end, and you'll understand not only how this resort was rebuilt, but also how you can get more ideas for rebuilding your own resort. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any design and renovation ideas we post. Exterior, the crews will use high-pressure sprayers to thoroughly clean the entire surface beforehand, removing moss and dirt before any assessment can be made. Beneath the accumulated dirt of years lies honey-brown wood, still solid at the core. The roof ridge is reinforced with new cedar shingles. The choice of cedar was not random. It's a material that is naturally resistant to moisture and insects, breathable in the humid mountain climate, and as it ages, it turns a silvery gray that blends well with the forested landscape without looking old. On the ground, the earth is being leveled. Excavators will level the ground, adjusting the slope to drain water away from the foundation. Poor drainage is the cause of more structural damage than most other problems. Proper slope adjustment is an invisible job. No one will notice it, but it protects everything built above. A winding path paved with natural slate runs from the gate to the main walkway. The slate was quarried in irregular shapes and hand-fitted. No 2 paths are exactly alike. This irregularity gives it a natural feel, closer to nature than to an artificial creation. A sturdy wooden fence and gate define the property's boundaries without detracting from the landscape's beauty. These are materials belonging to the forest. They don't impose but blend seamlessly into the whole. Planting is underway. Boxwood trees provide structure year-round. Ornamental grasses sway in the breeze. Mountain wildflowers bring seasonal color and attract pollinators, sustaining life in any natural garden. Adirondack chairs sit on the newly constructed cedar porch. Amber streetlights twinkle. The log cabin doesn't look like it's been restored. It looks as if it has always belonged there. Living room. The living room restoration began with the flooring. Warped, decaying planks were removed and replaced with wide planks of white oak. White oak is a strong, stable hardwood. It withstands humidity changes much better than many other woods, which is crucial in a high-altitude environment where humidity fluctuates seasonally. The floor was polished to a mirror-like shine, not for decoration, but because the smooth, sealed surface will resist dirt, moisture, and wear for decades. The round log walls were painted a deep chestnut brown. The vaulted ceiling was repainted in a vibrant honey amber tone. These two choices complement each other harmoniously. The dark walls create a sense of solidity and warmth in the room. The light-colored ceiling directs the eye upwards, maintaining the vertical sense of space provided by the vaulted structure. A fireplace is the structural focal point of any holiday home living room, and this one deserves that status. River stone, scrubbed clean and replastered, stretches from floor to vaulted ceiling. A hand-carved white oak panel sits in the center, creating a striking visual accent. Chanters made from deer antlers hang from the rafters. This isn't just for show. In a room with a vaulted ceiling, the medium-height pendant lights create visual layers, making the space feel warmer and more intimate. Cognac-colored leather armchairs, a Navajo-patterned rug, and wildlife photographs add texture, and a personal story to the room. Craftsman-style windows, true panes, offer views of the distant lake. When the fire is lit and the sun sets, this room does exactly what a great living room should do. It makes you not want to leave.
Measure that wall again. I'm getting 32 feet. Water damage extends to the ceiling joist up here. These cabinets are shot, mark it for demo.
Kitchen. After deep cleaning and professional mold treatment, the log walls and ceiling beams are restored to a uniform amber glow. The structure was sound. The damage was surface and moisture. These are fixable problems when you address them honestly. Solid reclaimed walnut cabinets are installed along the stone backsplash. Reclaimed walnut carries a history in its grain. It has already expanded and contracted through decades of climate change. It is dimensionally stable in ways that new-cut timber is not. The hammered iron cabinet pulls add tactile weight, a physical signal that these cabinets are not decorative. They are built to be used. A central walnut island is positioned to anchor the workflow triangle. On its surface, a farmhouse-style copper sink is fitted. Copper is antibacterial by nature. It develops a patina over years of use that tells the story of the kitchen's life. Every mark is a record. That is not a flaw, that is character. Professional-grade appliances are installed against the stone wall. A hammered copper range hood rises above the cooktop. Above the island, a wrought iron rack carries gleaming copper cookware hung within reach. A live-edge recycled wood dining table is set for 6 beneath a master antler chandelier. The edge of the table is the uncut profile of the original tree. It is the place where material stops being processed and starts being itself. The bedroom, the broken bricks have been replaced with irregular natural stone. This is an unusual choice for bedroom flooring, but it's perfectly suited to the context of a mountain retreat. Natural stone retains heat well when combined with radiant underfloor heating, and its natural variety of colors and textures helps avoid a cold or sterile feel. The large wooden bed frame is assembled from natural, peeled cedar logs. Cedar wood has a fragrant scent. That's no small detail. Scent is the most direct pathway to the limbic system, the part of the brain that controls emotions and memory. A room subtly scented with cedar creates a physiological calmness that no amount of paint can replicate. Dark walnut ceiling beams create a deliberate contrast against the honey-toned log walls. This contrast is what gives the room its visual weight. Without it, the space would feel undifferentiated and soft. The beams give it structure without heaviness. Leather-bound books, framed photographs, and a cognac leather lounge chair are placed with intention. These are the objects that make a room feel lived in rather than staged. Through the panoramic windows, alpenglow colors the mountain peaks. This is a room built for the end of a long day. The bathroom, the floor is laid with organic flagstone set in a pattern that allows for natural variation in joint width. This accommodates seasonal movement without cracking. The ceiling is restored in warm cedar planking, which handles humidity better than drywall and contributes to the continuous material language of the lodge. The frameless glass shower is constructed against the right wall, with slate tile on all interior surfaces and a bronze rainfall head fitted above. Slate is impervious to moisture, requires minimal maintenance, and its dark tone creates a grounding contrast to the warm wood surfaces surrounding it. On the left, a dark walnut vanity carries twin copper sinks set above the counter surface. Amber sconces are positioned at eye level on either side, which is the correct lighting placement for a vanity, front-facing, not overhead, to eliminate shadow on the face. The hand-hammered copper bathtub is positioned directly beneath the window. This placement is intentional. The freestanding tub is the room's focal point, and positioning it against natural light means the copper surface catches every shift in the sky. At sunset, the metal is lit from outside and the room transforms. Every room in this cabin was built on the same set of principles. Use materials that belong to the landscape. Let structure drive aesthetics, choose durability over trend, and make every space feel like it has a reason to exist. This AI-generated simulation is not a finished house. It is a thinking tool. Use it to test proportions before you commit. Use it to understand how materials relate to each other at scale. Use it to ask your architect better questions. What would you have done differently in this space? Which room spoke to you most clearly? Tell us in the comments below, because your instinct is the beginning of your own design. If this video helped you see construction differently, subscribe to the channel. There are more houses ahead, more materials to examine, more decisions to understand before you have to make them yourself.